Aloha and welcome to Mana Inspiration with yours truly, Note Endurance. Like always, we're going to have our scripture, and the scripture we have today is Psalms 23, verse 5, which states, You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. I heard this saying this week is, My cup runneth over. And it had me lead back to that scripture and also think of what can we be thankful for. We can always shift to what the problems we have in our life, what is holding us down. But what if we shift and instead of thinking all this heavy weight on us, we start thinking of what can we be thankful for? It also has me the question is, what blessings can we count? You know, if you look back and you think of situations where you didn't think you were going to get out of, you never thought you would get through, but you did. And this is where, side note, there is no problem that God can handle. And I think if we consistently are thinking of our blessings, of what to be thankful for, it makes life a lot more easier to go through instead of this heavy burden on us. And it had me thinking of really what can make your cup overflow with joy, with gratitude. How can you get this abundance of happiness? And what I really believe is the ultimate blessing is to be a blessing. We have a saying at Thrive Church, and it says, We are blessed to be a blessing. And this is why we love to give back to the community, is because I think that's what the real definition of your cup overflowing is, by helping others. Speaking of sayings, it had me think of this with serving and being a blessing to others. Confidence comes from serving other people. Hmm. That really, as you, if you ever have served other people, it gives you a joy where I think that definition of your cup runneth over, it kind of correlates because it makes you feel like you're making a difference in somebody else's life. You're not just thinking about your own. Now, here's another saying that I fell in love with once I heard, and it's, you find yourself when you lose yourself in the service of others. And that's what we want to do here at Mana Inspiration. We want to lose ourselves in the service of others. That way, we're able to find out who we are, who you are as a person, who that person that we're searching and we're yearning for. And I think really only Jesus is able to fill that spot that, I was searching for, and I talked to many others they were searching for also. You know, the saying from Tony Robbins, it says, the secret to living is giving. Now, it also had me go back to this question is, what are you giving? If that is the secret to life, is giving and being a service of others, now let's track back and think of what have we been giving. I always heard this saying, and it's kind of how life works. There's people pushing a cart up a hill, and that's kind of what the uphill battle is. And then there's people sitting in the cart that is enjoying the ride while somebody else is pushing up the hill. Are you that person that's giving your all and giving? Or are you the person just kind of rolling with life? Think back, you know, what have you done in the last 90 days to give or to help somebody else? This is what I challenge you to do this week is give to somebody, help somebody. It makes me think of my brother. His name is CJ Claudius Jackson, and I want to give a big shout out to him because when I was in trouble with having vehicle problems, he actually was more than happy to give back and help. And it makes me think of exactly why I'm writing this and telling you about giving back, because there's no other joy than to just give your service. There's a saying, and it says, the greatest gift you can give is your presence to others. And that's 100% focused to what you're engaged of talking with. Be that, be that person that is able to help. Be that person that you're giving back. Then you'll actually start to realize that saying of my cup runneth over. You'll get that joy. I heard this saying from Andrew Carnegie. Well, it's actually what his life was about. And he said, my first half of my life, I want to accumulate wealth. The second half of my life, I want to give it all away. And can you imagine just helping others live full, die empty? Give everything you can to the greater cause to help others. I think that's how people are most remembered. If you look at the great people, they gave their all to the service of others. What are you giving to the service of others? I challenge you this week. Start giving back. Start just sharing the aloha. But on that note, I love you guys. I thank you for everything, all the support. If you know anybody that could benefit from these messages, share it with them. Like the page, subscribe, hit the bell so that way you're getting engaged, you're staying with more messages. I want to just serve and give back, and that's what we are here to do at Mana Inspiration, is help fill that void. That way you are 100% ready for your life and your calling. Aloha. I love you guys. Have a blessed week. Thanks.